Greetings, my brothers and sisters. My name is Deacon Peter Fevrier, and I wish to share with you on the Advent season as we approach the third week of Advent. We also celebrate in St. Lucia National Day, which is on the 13th of December. A national day calls for reflection of how we have grown in our independence, the level of our unity and our love for each other, how we deal with the crisis that we are faced with in terms of COVID-19, and how united we are in our struggles against the challenges of this world. It is a moment for us as a nation to take pride in the things that mean much to us and to help us understand our limitation and to strengthen our resolve in terms of ensuring that our future has a great foundation. As we celebrate St. Lucy's Day on the 13th, let us remember our nation was once founded on Christianity, that we cannot grow and develop this nation if we turn ourselves away from God. We have to continue to pray and be steadfast in our love for Christ so that we could help our nation, St. Lucia, to move forward and move forward progressively. The third week of Advent is approaching, and we have to pay attention to the word of the gospel. The word of the gospel calls us to be responsive to Christ and his message. And Sunday is Rejoicing Sunday. Rejoice and be glad. But to rejoice and be glad, we have to have that strong attachment to the word of God, so that we as Christians can truly feel the presence of God because God is near. When Mary felt the presence of God, she rejoiced and be glad. She was glad, as was said in Magnificat and Luke 1, that she was so filled with gladness because she was in the presence of God. When John the Baptist, as an unborn child in the womb, felt the presence of Jesus, that he leapt for joy because he was in the presence of the Messiah. Likewise, we can feel this joy when we grow and develop a relationship with Jesus Christ. This Sunday will begin a week of reflection, a reflection for us to understand that joy is happiness, happiness that can be provided by God. There must be a sense of preparation, there must be a sense of sacrifice, and there must also be a sense of planning. Your joy cannot come automatic. You have to make the sacrifice in terms of prayers. You have to make the sacrifice along with preparation. What is it that you must do during that period of time to ensure that you can achieve that level of joy? And if you are able to do that, then you're well on the way to understanding joy, which is true happiness. In every human being, there is an emptiness that has to be filled, an emptiness deep in our souls and our spirit, but that emptiness can be filled or should be filled with the love of God. That is the only time we can truly be happy. What separates us from God is our sinful nature and our complacency. Sin separates us from God, and so when we turn away from God and we do the wrong thing, we can never truly be happy. Complacency, we know what we should do. We know what we have to do, but we choose not to do it. And that complacency, as long as we perpetuate it, will draw us further from Christ and as a result cause our unhappiness. If we are pursuing joy, we have to understand it comes from God. And our first real commitment is to prayer and confession and relationship with Christ. And so our joy will be guaranteed. And when the coming of Christ reaches us on Christmas Day, we will not only be filled, but we'll have joy in our hearts. Thank you for listening, my brothers, and have a blessed week.